friends, I'm Lisa.
Whoa! Welcome to Miniature House. Hi everyone, it's me, Kuromi. This episode today is about me. Let's make a house for Kuromi.
Okay.
First things first, I started with the base. Then, to build the walls, I used more cardboard pieces, decorating them with a grid design and some purple paper. For a second floor, I cut a piece of cardboard a little smaller than the base, used more pink paper and adhered it to the first floor. Next, it's time to make the bed. It's basically a cardboard box, decorated using pink craft paper. I glued the box on top of the second floor base. Then I added a smaller piece of cardboard to make the mattress. Then I glued pink fabric to make the pillow. I folded it at the edges and then adhered the sides. I added some lace around the edges.
Purple ribbon.
Huh? And a cute ribbon with a bow on the pillow.
We need to make a headboard to know this is my bed.
Okay.
For Kuromi herself, I started by sketching her face on cardboard with a purple marker, cutting it out, then filing down the edges. I put some craft glue and cotton filling on the back, and I added glue to the corners so I can easily glue the fabric around.
Here is the black clay.
Great choice! I will take this Kuromi.
Hey!
Next, to make the small horns, I took some black clay and formed it in an oval shape. To shape it, I rolled it with a mini rolling pin to flat it out, and I made pointy triangle shapes with my fingers. Then I glued the tiny details. Next, I added a small white clay oval for her face. I also added a pink clay bow with a tiny skull on it, and drew in her eyes with some black clay and black marker. Lastly, I added a dot of white to her eyes with some glitter glue and a cute little pink nose. And then I added some pink to the cheeks using some makeup. I even added the small black clay tips to the horns and the tiny bow detail. Now, let's move on to the wardrobe. I created a box out of cardboard, decorating it with purple paper, and I glued all the edges. I added some horizontal purple and white striped craft paper to make some shelves, creating a space for clothes and more. Next, I made a small clothing rack. Next, to add the cute details, I made another cut out of a white foam paper, which has a rounded heart shape at the top, and glued it on top of the black glittery foam. To make the little ears, I took black glittery paper and cut 2 triangles, gluing them to the side and then glued it all to a small base using cardboard. Then I added a tiny gold chain so it can be functional, and I put a tiny phone inside it. I grabbed a strip of white and purple checkered fabric and folded and sewed the edge to create a frilly hem, and attached it to the purple fabric. I added some lace and ribbon trim to make it cute. To make it even cuter, I added a layer of silver rhinestones along the waistline, then made some thin straps using white ribbon, and created a tiny bow in the middle of the top part of the dress. Bottom shelf for books. Then, I also created the wardrobe doors using some cardboard pieces, and the inside of the door using some purple paper, and also added transparent paper to create a glass effect, and tiny handles, making the doors work properly. I took a small piece of cardboard and folded the edges so that I made a cube, and glued them in place. Then I cut a rectangular piece of paper with a yellow pattern and glued it to make the tiny drawer.
I will turn into small so I can try the bed. The bed is so comfortable. I have something new for you. I found this.
Wow!
Open this up and let's see what's inside.
What is it? Is it kitchen?
It is a kitchen, but it has all the things that I like. Isn't it cute?
Wow, it's a mini kitchen set. It even has little stickers and it's also purple. I am excited. Ah, look at all the little pieces. Tiny kettle, tiny pot, a spatula and tongs, and these adorable spatulas.
And see, you can use the handle and everything. It's made for me.
Okay, let's put this together. I think it goes like this.
Put it correctly. It has to look good.
Okay. I think I got it. It's like a little shop. The signboard says kitchen. Ta-da! Perfect for our tiny set.
No.
For our kitchen, I used a store-bought mini kitchen. I made small decorations with purple stickers to make it even cuter, adding a stove, a sink, and all the accessories in a small box. I attached them all together and then glued it to the countertop, made using some cardboard and purple paper. For the sink, I used a purple straw, cutting it into a curve, then some clear plastic to create the bowl part. Oops! I grabbed a tiny glass bottle. It's really small and cute with a cork stopper, so it looks extra fancy. Then, for a pop of color, I glued a small yellow bow onto the bottle using a tiny dot of glue, making sure the bow looks perfect. I assembled the flowers one by one, and with the help of the tweezers, and finally inserted all of them into the bottle for a beautiful vase. I grabbed a tiny clay pot and molded a tiny rounded handle for the side of the pot. I also used the purple clay for the rim. I made sure they are smooth and adhered correctly. Then used some black clay to make the handle details, and glued a Kuromi sticker on the side, making it recognizable. Next, I'm creating a tiny refrigerator. It's made of cardboard and decorated using pink and purple paper, and the inside shelf with white, and I added some food for storage. I drew the design on paper and glued them to the front of the refrigerator. I also added handles with some black clay. Then I decorated the shelf with a small piece of styrofoam, some fabric, and a ribbon to look like a mini drawer. I took a piece of cardboard and covered it with pink paper. Then I glued and folded the borders so it would give a square base. Lastly, I added tiny decorations to make it look more playful. Okay, wow, there's so much to put away.
Hey!
Kuromi, could you help me with the groceries?
Of course! I got everything. Look at this loot.
Whoa, Kuromi, that's quite a haul. There's so many tiny items. Let me see. The cake and the milk go in the refrigerator. Then, what about this tiny jam jar? This one looks great in the shelf. Okay, that's it. The fridge and shelves look so much better now.
Perfect! Now that's a well-organized pantry and fridge.
For the stairs, I'm using cardboard pieces. To make them stand out, I'm decorating them with glittery pink paper. For the toilet, I grabbed some cardboard, a little more foam, and crafted its basic shape, attaching a white cardboard base to make it sturdy. Next, I added some lace on the top and a tiny purple flower. For the washing machine, I used a square piece of foam, a round black piece, and some colored foam details on the front and top. I added the washing machine to the base along with some clear tape to make the doors work properly. Then, I added a little pink rug made with clay and the slippers to make the space a little homey. To make it complete, I used some clear tape for the door. Next, let's focus on the dining area. I created a small table using cardboard and covered the top with a marble pattern plastic. I added some rhinestones around the edge to give it a fancy feel. For the chairs, I molded the base with black foam and glued a piece of purple foam inside, and attached some rhinestones on the edges. Then I added tiny white plastic sticks as legs. Let's put the cake on the table. And that's it! Hello, my friends. I'm Lisa. Welcome to my miniature house.
Wow!
Wake up, Kuromi.
Woohoo! Let's go party! Kuromi, maemero.
I have an amazing idea. Woohoo! So beautiful. So cute. Amazing.
Why is there a mouse here?
Complete the house frame from cardboard and colored paper. I hope you like it. First, make the bedroom for Kuromi. Apply glue on the cardboard. Combine the cardboard pieces to form the wardrobe. Flatten the clay piece. Shape it into a heart.
Wow!
Place the wardrobe in the corner of the room. Make the hat for Kuromi. So cute! 1, 2, 3. We need to get more items.
Hey Lisa, I brought you a gift.
Thank you, Kuromi. We will open Kuromi's box to see what's inside.
Wow!
So cute!
Lisa, please put these items in the cupboard.
Make the bed. cushion. Use cotton and fabric to create the cushion's softness. Make the Kuromi-shaped bed frame. So beautiful! We can't forget the blanket. Make the pillow.
Great!
Decorate Kuromi's bedroom. Make the Kuromi-shaped sofa. We will use clay to shape the sofa. Amazing! Next, make the table. So beautiful! Today, I will make a house for Hello Kitty and Kuromi. Complete the house frame from cardboard and colored paper. I hope you like it. First, make the kitchen cabinet. Glue and assemble the cardboard pieces together. Make the tabletop. Make the gas stove. Make the kettle out of clay. Make the pressure cooker out of clay. Amazing! Make the toaster out of clay. Flatten the piece of clay with a hard plastic sheet. Cut the clay piece. So cute!
unbox the water vending machine. Ta-da!
Vending machine.
Here you are, Lisa. Buy water, Lisa.
What should I choose? Milk and orange juice.
Thank you, Lisa.
I will make fruit juice. First, chop the orange and strawberry. Add milk and orange juice.
That's so great!
Make Hello Kitty's head out of clay. So beautiful! Make the table. Make the chair. The kitchen is complete. Next, make the bed. Make the mattress. Glue and add cotton on top. Wrap it with fabric. Cut off the excess fabric. Make the Hello Kitty headboard. Draw Hello Kitty on the cardboard. Cut according to the drawing. Cover the cardboard with clay. Make Hello Kitty's eyes. Cut the clay. Make the bow. Blush. So cute. Make the blanket. Flatten the piece of clay with a hard plastic sheet. Cut the clay into a rectangle. Make the stairs from rectangular cardboard pieces. Pink, blue, green, yellow, orange, red.
The bed is so beautiful. I like it.
Kitty's bedroom is complete.
Whoa!
Next, make Kuromi's bedroom. Make the bed.
Wow!
Make the mattress. Make the Kuromi-shaped bed frame. Flatten the clay with hard plastic. Shape Kuromi's face. So beautiful! Make the blanket.
Yeah!
Make the sofa. Cut off the excess clay.
Arsa, the magical journey of Kuromi. Chapter 1, A Strange Dream. Kuromi was lying on her soft little bed in Melody Town. The night was quiet, and the stars twinkled above. She pulled her blanket close and closed her eyes. Suddenly, she heard a strange sound, like a bell ringing in the distance. Ding! 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 Kuromi sat up and looked around. Her room was the same, but the sound felt magical. She followed it outside and saw a shining light in the sky. The light floated down, slowly turning into a small, glowing key. Kuromi gasped. A key? For me? She whispered. She reached out, and the key landed softly in her hands. The moment she touched it, the ground shook, and a glowing door appeared right in front of her house. Kuromi's heart beat fast. She loved adventures, and this was her chance. Wow, a secret door. I wonder what's inside, she said with a mischievous smile. She looked around, making sure nobody was watching, then slowly put the key into the lock. The door clicked, and a magical wind pulled her inside. When she opened her eyes again, Kuromi was no longer in Melody Town. She was standing in a beautiful forest with giant glowing flowers, sparkling rivers, and talking animals. What is this place? Kuromi asked. Suddenly, a small fairy appeared, flying around her. Welcome, Kuromi! You have been chosen to go on a magical journey. Only you can find the lost crown of the Dream Kingdom. Kuromi's eyes widened. She grinned. Heh, sounds fun. Let's see what kind of trouble I can get into this time. And so, Kuromi's big adventure began. The magical journey of Kuromi. Chapter 2, The Forest of Whispers. Kuromi took her first step into the glowing forest. The grass under her feet felt soft, like clouds. Strange flowers opened when she passed by, and little sparkles floated in the air. Wow, this place is so different from Melody Town. I like it, Kuromi said, smiling to herself. But then, she heard something unusual. Psst, over here! Kuromi stopped and looked around. No one was there. The sound came again. Psst, Kuromi! Her ears twitched. She followed the whisper and found a big tree with a face carved into its trunk. The tree opened its eyes and looked at her. Hello, little traveler, the tree said in a deep voice. Kuromi blinked. What? A talking tree? This is awesome! The tree chuckled. You are holding the key of dreams. It is powerful but also dangerous. To reach the Dream Kingdom, you must pass 3 trials. Kuromi tilted her head. 3 trials? Sounds like a game. What do I get if I win? The tree's eyes glowed. You will get closer to the crown. But if you fail, You might be trapped here forever." Instead of being scared, Kuromi smirked. "Heh, I like challenges. Bring it on!" The tree raised its branches and 3 glowing paths appeared in front of her. Each path looked different. The first was covered with shining flowers. The second was dark, with strange red lights. The third was filled with water and floating stones. Kuromi crossed her arms. Which one should I pick first? They all looked dangerous, but also kind of fun. The fairy from before flew to her shoulder. "Choose wisely, Kuromi. Your adventure depends on it." Kuromi took a deep breath, looked at the 3 paths, and finally stepped forward. The Magical Journey of Kuromi. Chapter 3. The Trial of Flowers. Kuromi stepped onto the first path, the one covered with shining flowers. At once, the air smelled sweet, like honey. The flowers opened as she walked, and butterflies of light flew around her. "This doesn't look scary at all," Kuromi said, touching one of the glowing petals. "It's actually kind of cute." But the moment she said that, the ground shook. The flowers suddenly grew taller, wrapping around her legs like vines. "Hey, what's going on?" she shouted, trying to pull free. A voice whispered through the air. "To pass the trial, you must find the true flower of courage. Only it can open the way forward." Kuromi groaned. "Ugh, another riddle. Why can't it ever be easy?" The vines pulled tighter, but Kuromi grinned. "Fine. If you want me to find it, I will. Nothing can stop me." She closed her eyes and thought hard. All the flowers looked the same, bright, glowing, beautiful. But then she noticed something different. One flower, smaller than the others, hiding in the shadows. Kuromi smirked. "Hey, I bet it's you!" She reached out and touched the little flower. At once, the vines disappeared and the whole path lit up with golden light. The tree's voice echoed again. "Good, Kuromi. You found the flower of courage. You have passed the first trial." Kuromi stretched her arms and laughed. "Of course I did. I'm too smart to lose to a bunch of flowers." The fairy clapped her tiny hands. "Well done, Kuromi. But remember, the next trial will be harder." Kuromi cracked her knuckles. I hope so. I like it when things get exciting. In front of her, the path split.
Wonderful, the house is complete.
You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection.
Why is there a mouse here? I prefer to sleep under the bed.